Hi, I'm Chris. Welcome to a new episode of OCD Gigs.
And I'm Jack. Hi guys!
For those of you who are familiar with us, a huge welcome to all of you. But if it's the first time that you are listening to our channel, of course, welcome. We are the OCD Gigs podcast and YouTube channel. The show is both available on YouTube for the video edition, as well as major podcast platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Google Podcast if you want to listen to the audio edition. So our take is a little bit different compared to other podcasters. Pretty much we are focusing on geeky pop culture with an attention to TV series and movies, but also gaming. Plus other topics such as language learning, since I have a big passion for Japanese and Jack is fluent in Russian. But not only that, we also sometimes chat about mental health, and that's why we decided to pick up this title, the OCD Gigs. So sometimes you can hear something related to pop culture, while other might be something more related to language learning tips or OCD and anxiety. So you are welcome to check it out. We are already at season 3. Our style and episodes developed quite a lot from the beginning. If you listen older episodes, most likely you will notice some kind of difference. Anyways, feel free to join our community, and of course we value a lot your feedback, so don't hesitate to get in touch with us, both here on YouTube, writing a comment in the section down below. If you want to chat directly, you can reach us on Instagram and Twitter at Chris_OCDGigs, as well as Jack_OCDGigs.
You can keep updated with us and also give us your recommendation about which topic to confront next. We also have a website page, www.ocdgigs.me.
That's right. Today as well, we decided to chat about a brand new TV series. Actually, it is not brand new in the traditional sense. It's more about a reboot of an all-time classic. So, guys, that both me and Jack grew up in the 90s, and it was a very special time growing up during that time. Also for geek or pop culture in general. I still remember, like the afternoon after class, going back home in order to watch the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Me and Jack are Italian, but the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was huge here as well.
Yeah, that's right. I share my memories with Chris. I also remember when I got home from school, I would sit on the couch and watch the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which was aired actually on the Mediaset. It's a TV channel here in Italy. And just chilling out after lessons. Actually, it struck me so much, especially for the great character of Will Smith, who plays himself in the series, as I think most of you will know. I was fascinated by this little kid coming from a so different background compared to LA. I was really curious in seeing how he would fit in a new reality and a new perspective.
I'm sure that if you are around our age, late 20s, early 30s, you will definitely know this series. But for those a bit younger, this series started back in 1990 and it is composed by 6 seasons, so until 1996. Actually, I think that here in Italy we got a little bit later compared to the US. Of course, streaming services such as Netflix or Disney Plus didn't exist back then. All the series was dubbed in Italian, so I guess it took a bit of time.
And it was a very great dubbing.
Yeah, our passion for the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is also why when there is a new movie by Will Smith, we are always looking forward to it. We have such great memories of watching his role growing up.
Guys, the 90s Prince of Bel-Air was a sitcom, a really light comedy program that you could watch in your free time. If you had, for example, a tough and heavy day, it could lighten up your day because it was so cheerful. I don't want to say 100% comedy, but 80-90%.
When we started to watch, we were elementary school students, so I think that show will fit well our age or even like middle school years. You kinda relate to these characters that at the time were a bit older than you. They were finishing high school or starting university.
I think he was 16 years old.
Just a few days ago, I realized that there is a brand new reboot series of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air that is called simply Bel-Air. I was so surprised by it, and immediately I reached out to Jack in order to share this news. We were so looking forward to give you our opinion about it.
Yeah, actually I gave it a try, and I really like the style of the episode and the new series, because I was so thrilled by the fact that it involves a very big part of the show involves drama. Even in the original series, I mean, there are some drama moments. For example, if you notice all the struggles that Will has with his father. Also in the original sitcom, there are very dramatic moments, but this series has a completely different take.
Yes, pretty much I was expecting just a modern Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in comedy standards, so I was so surprised just to experience these darker takes. The series is faithful to the original plot and all the main characters are there, so the cousin Carlton as well as Ashley, the younger one, and Hillary, but everything is set up in 2022, so you will notice so many differences compared to the classical one. But the biggest difference of all is this darker vibe that the series has. I wouldn't recommend this series to a very young audience for this reason.
Yes, of course, TV programs and the broadcasting has completely changed throughout the last decades. Right now, the contents are much more explicit than before, so I wouldn't have imagined a series like Bel-Air, like this, broadcasted back then in the first hours of the evening.
This is pretty much late teen, young adult series. When I saw that, I immediately recall back in the first year 2000s, the well-known series The OC. I'm sure you are familiar with that one as well.
Yes, of course, Chris, it was central in my growing.
Yeah, so I remember like watching The OC way back when I was high school student. If you've seen that series as well, I would say that there are some common points in the drama of the story.
Yeah, it could be compared to The OC and also other series like more recent. I'm thinking about the coming of age, which are even more explicit, like Skins, or the general teen drama.
Again, if you're like us, you were a big fan of the original series, you can approach this new one knowing everything will happen in the very first scenes of the pilot episode, but be ready to be surprised in many ways.
Yeah, of course, and another important difference is that the original Prince of Bel-Air, the setting, it was 90% inside the house, while now the context is broader.
Here in Italy, thanks to satellite television Sky Italia, it is possible to see the first 3 episodes of the season. I believe the total number is 10, so there is still a long way to complete the series. Sky Italia made a partnership with the American service Peacock, so many titles and series that are Peacock original are available in Italian satellite television as well. So if you're listening from the US and you have some recommendation about what we could watch next, you're welcome to let us know. The vast majority of these series and movies are completely new to me.
Yeah, for me it's the same, Chris, so I'm really curious to see how the situation will develop and which products will be put on the market.
There is also a new documentary that came out around 2 months ago on Disney+. It's about Will Smith exploring beautiful landscapes all around the world. So if you're interested in documentary and traveling programs, I will definitely recommend that one.
Yeah, sure, I would have to check that out too, because I didn't know that.
So guys, are you watching the new Fresh Prince like us? Let us know in the section comments down below. You're welcome to tell us what's your take if you saw the original 90 series compared to this one. Which one do you like the most, and if you are happy with this darker vibe of the new series? Anyways, you're welcome to get in touch.
Sure, let's keep in touch, and even for today, we can close with our sentence.
Dead and talk about freaks.
We stay tuned on OCD Gigs.